I am tired. What's good, everybody? Thank you all so much for clicking on the video. I really appreciate it. Y'all, I wanted to come down here. Let me tell y'all something. I am tired. I have not been asleep. And it's so crazy because I feel like I jinxed myself. And I was telling y'all that, I have a hard time falling asleep. And I go to sleep early. And I was trying to fall asleep. And it got into like 4 hours, then 3 hours, and maybe an hour and a half before I usually get up and get ready to go to the gym and stuff. And I was like, look, you're not about to go to sleep. So just get up and go to the gym. So I just ended up, you know, doing my whole routine or whatever. And I'm sure by the time y'all get this video, I will be sound asleep. Hopefully, I feel it right now. But despite me being sleep deprived, I had a great workout, one of the best workouts I had in a minute, and so I'm grateful that I didn't injure myself or nothing, anything like that or whatever. But I wanted to come down here because I wanted to get some stuff off my chest, and I feel like that I need to come down here and humble the Real Housewives of Potomac women. So we're gonna talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac after show and some of the sneak peek, and then I want to talk about what's going on with Cecil and Simone and some things that I forgot in the Real Housewives of Potomac review that I did, the latest one for the latest episode. Usually I have some notes and I don't write my notes down. I usually just have them in my notes in my phone. And so sometimes it's hard for me to see everything I wrote because it's not like I go through and check, what I say, and I just be all over the place sometimes and I forget what I'm saying. But there were some things that I forgot to say in the recap or the review that I did for the latest episode of Real Housewives of Potomac. First, the Black National Anthem. Now, I've seen a lot of talk on Twitter about Ashley not knowing the Black National Anthem. Now, being honest with you, I knew Lift Every Voice and Sing growing up, but I did not know that was considered the Black National Anthem until Beyoncé performed at Coachella. I honestly had no idea. And even when she said it, I thought that she was just saying something because I feel like sometimes with Black people, we are too obsessed with trying to take away people's Blackness or this quote unquote Black heart if they don't, do what the majority of us do. You get what I'm saying? We are too obsessed with if a person views and stuff don't align with what the majority of us do, they take their cards away. And it's so funny because I feel like, and I'm just being honest, and I don't know if it's me just being honest because I'm tired or not. I feel like that if people had their way, my Black card would be taken away because I'm gay.
I'm sorry. I have to be honest about it.
I really do feel like that. And I've said this before. If that had been me laying over there, like George Floyd was laid over there with the foot on the neck, knee on the neck, baby, it would not have been no outrage. People would not be in the streets like that. And the crazy part about it is, and I'm not saying that, something should have happened to George Floyd. I'm just saying that, George Floyd wasn't this, this upstanding citizen. You get what I'm saying? And he got all of that. But if that would have had been me or any other Black gay man, we would not have got that. We would not have got that. Okay? But when the episode aired, I did look up, I just Googled Black National Anthem and Lift Every Voice and Sing did come up, and I read it and the history behind it. So now I know that is the Black National Anthem. I knew the song growing up. We have to sing it a lot, but I had no idea that was considered the Black National Anthem. I just thought it was called Lift Every Voice and Sing, okay? I also wanted to talk about, it was something that I called, that I don't know if y'all missed or not. It was an exchange between Bobby and Eddie. Now, remember earlier in the episode, Gizelle was telling Wendy that Bobby didn't like Eddie and her life flashed before her eyes, right? But when Bobby and Angel actually showed up to the, what is it called, Potomac and Ponies event, Eddie told Bobby, so y'all came tardy to the party, huh? And Bobby said, well, somebody got to do it. Basically, bitch, this ain't Angel. It ain't gonna be no hazing over here. You get what I'm saying? Like, we're not following no pecking order. I'm late, but we still showed up, and it is what it is. You get what I'm saying? Y'all not about to play those games with Bobby the way that y'all are playing with Angel. And I don't know who Eddie thinks he is. Like, you about to check something. Like, you about to check something. Because the girls, now Wendy finally is accepted by Gizelle and Ashley. Now you feel like that you are the head nigga in charge now.
Nigga, please.
Nigga, please, you're a fraud. You're a fraud, okay? But on the after show, I ended up watching the after show, and the conversation was Bobby's temper, okay? So in the episode, Ashley said that Bobby had a temper, okay? So when they was talking about it on the after show, Ashley said, when Bobby spoke like that, I was really surprised because he's nice, but he's never really said too many words. Then why did you say in the episode that he had a temper on him? Why did you say that? And what Ashley and Gizelle are doing is dangerous. Ashley made it seem like that she had been around him and he just been having these attitudes, like he had early onset CTE and he had just been flying off the handle over the most minute things. But she admits that he's nice and don't say much. And if you're going to admit that, why would you say that on the show? Why would you say that or try to paint that narrative of that man like that? And this is why these men do not want to participate in this show. And so we got Gizelle, she's putting quote unquote sauce on it. She said that Bobby said, we get there when we get there, like with an attitude. He didn't say it like that. He did not say it like that. And I remember when Wendy said at season 7 reunion, she said it's almost like the men can't even speak to the women because if you say something to them with common decency and respect, they take it the wrong way and it's being used against them. And it is still happening. It's still happening. The only difference now is that they're trying to make it seem like Bobby is this aggressive person, right? But at first they tried to make it seem like if you speak to somebody, they want to talk to you. Or they trying to get, you know what I'm saying? They trying to see if you was with it. I don't like that.
I don't like this at all.
The thing is, though, I feel like that Gizelle and Ashley pretty much know that at this point, they can say and do anything. And when they get to the reunion, they can just apologize about it and say that it was, oh, y'all took it the wrong way. Because Bravo and Andy won't hold their feet to the fire and won't hold them accountable for it. But for me, those apologies are moot. Because the damage has already been done. You already said what you said. So now you said this episode 11, we probably not get the reunion until probably February. And so we got December, January, February. We probably get the reunion in March. We got 3 months where y'all are out here running around, make this man seem like he's aggressive. Or he got a bad temper, or he got a bad attitude. I don't like that. And did y'all notice, Kay, I forgot to say this too. Did y'all notice Kay had Angel on speakerphone and how Wendy was all in the phone? And I'm telling you, Angel is not crazy and feeling the way she feels towards Wendy. Wendy has been doing stuff sneaky. And because of the way that Wendy has been treated on the show before, everybody always look at Wendy as a victim. But Wendy has started this stuff with Angel. Now, Angel was wrong when she said that Wendy said the catfish come in. But Angel is not wrong to think that Wendy has been coming after her because she has been coming after her. Wendy has been looking for moments and opportunities to come for Angel. That's why she was all in the phone like that. If you don't like the girl, why would you be in the phone like that? Why would you be all into the call like that? Well, because you don't like I answer my own question. But Kay, why do you have her on speakerphone in front of Wendy when you know Wendy is looking for anything to come to the girl about or to come at the girl about? Okay, so then they talk about Angel singing. And Jazzy commented on Angel singing. Angel sung in the after show. She has a very nice voice. She has a very nice voice, okay? Jazzy commented on her singing and said, you know, well, when you say that someone is a classically trained opera singer,
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Jazzy, you got your motherfucking nerve. You told us that your man was in the NFL, but you did not tell us that he was a practice player.
I know it's important. I do. I honestly do. But we talking about practice, man. What are we talking about? Practice?
You had us thinking that you was engaged to the likes of a Jalen Hurts. And you would sit in the box with Taylor Swift and Brittany Mahomes. The whole time your man don't even suit up for the game. Your man is literally a crash dummy for the real players. He only suit up in practice. Practice. He's not a real player. He's a crash dummy. He's a crash dummy. You had these girls thinking that I know that Brittany Mahomes and Taylor Swift them was laughing when they watched Potomac and seen that you threw Darius a Super Bowl party. You threw an event for Darius for a man who didn't even suit up.
What kind of whore does that?
Who didn't even suit up? Then the players that he brought with him was other practice players. I thought that Patrick Mahomes was going to show up, or Travis Kelce was going to show up. That would have been nice. Girl, this man is a nobody. He's nothing. He's nothing. And I don't mean to just say that he's nothing, but what I'm saying is when you say that you have man as an NFL player and you a wag, I expect your man to get in the games. Your man don't even suit up. These girls need to be humbled. They need to be humbled. Okay? Gizelle basically said that she was underwhelmed by Angel singing. Gizelle, everything that you do is underwhelming.
Yes, baby.
From the drawstring ponytails to the $900,000 teardown to the one shoulder top dresses that you be wearing, the off the shoulder dresses and tops that you be wearing. And I really think that Gizelle's issue with Angel is that she's heavy set. And Gizelle probably feels like that she should not be living the life that she lives because she did try to body shame her early in the season. I will never forget that. But Gizelle, you got rolls underneath your armpits too.
The nerve of this bitch.
You got rolls underneath your armpits. You don't need to be wearing no over the top or one shoulder dresses or tops. Cause you got rolls underneath your arms. So you're not slim yourself. You're not a model size yourself. And I also said this before. It's interesting to me that Stacy and Angel are being hazed because they are the newest girls on the show, right? Stacy was here last season, but she's still being hazed because she's one of the new girls, right? But nobody has done anything to Tia.
Clock it.
Because she was brought in by big sister Gizelle. She was brought in by big sister Jane Tucson. And she feels like she's already in with the crew. That is the reason why she goes around and play with Stacy the way that she do. That is why she felt so comfortable going back to Gizelle and saying what she said about Angel. And I'm not saying that she has to have some loyalty to the girls. But what I'm saying is she is maneuvering on this show as if she's been here for seasons. And she's only able to do that because she was bought in by Gizelle. And nobody is going to tell her anything. You think Wendy gonna come at somebody or try to haze somebody that Gizelle bought in?
Hell no.
You think Ashley's gonna try to do something and haze somebody that Gizelle bought in or try to come at them about anything? It's not gonna happen. Gizelle runs the show. Gizelle runs the girls. But they will disrespect Angel because Kay brought her in. We could disrespect her. Kay brought her in. She ain't nobody. Who is Kay? Right? Okay. So Angel addressed the catfish comment that Wendy made and Ashley bringing the catfish. And Angel said that, it's stank coochie energy to be a mean girl. Angel, what is this stank coochie mess? We want you to get buck with these girls. Say stank pussy and just say bravo, bleep it out. That's what we want to see. That will let us know that you meant business. We don't want to hear no stank coochie. And Angel, I do like you. And the girls are being mean to you. And I do feel like that they are hazing you, that they jumping on you. I do feel like that. However, I cannot forget how when you thought that you was in with the clique, you was being a mean girl too.
Yup.
You was being a mean girl too. You had breath mints at your event for Stacy to try to embarrass her and look good in Gizelle's eyes. That was your nod to big sister Gizelle. Because she asked you at the second Bloom Ball, did you smell the breath? And you say, oh yeah, it was hot, it was tart. And so now you running with the theme that her breath stinking. So you got breath mints over here for Stacy. And the crazy thing about that is when you was called catfish, Stacy was the only person who said something to Gizelle. Gunna K said something, but it wasn't aggressive how she be with Stacy. And I don't think that she addressed Gizelle directly. I think that she was just addressing the table because she know who to play with. And that is my issue with y'all. Y'all have different energy for different people, and it's giving punk puss.
Only weak bitches do that.
And it's giving punk puss. And I've seen the messages on social media where Angel was calling Wendy, Ashley, and Gizelle 3 witches. That's not the definition of going off to me. I'm sorry. Don't send me nothing telling me Angel went off and she called the girls witches. That's something I expect Arabella to do, call the girls witches. Let me know when she dropped the act and she called the girls bitches. Then send it to me. Then I will be like, okay, she kind of went off. I'm ready to see her at the reunion. When I see her saying witches, that's not giving me reunion ready. That's not giving me fed up. When she say these 3 bitches, that mean I know that she done had it. She done had it. They done took her down.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
3 witches, girl, please. Girl, please, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. And Angel, I think that you was gonna be Kim Fields, and it didn't work for Kim Fields, and it ain't gonna work for you. You're not gonna be able to come over here and change the culture of the show. Gizelle told you at your Tranquility event. Well, she told you after the Tranquility event, that event was boring. I like lies and foolishness. The girls are not going to, I don't know what you're expecting from this group of girls. I don't. And you should know not to expect that from these group of girls because Kay is in the group.
Like what?
Like, that's the reason why.
You should know that. This ain't the group because ain't nothing tranquil about Kay. She is one of the most aggressive women I've seen on reality TV. I really think that she belongs on Zeus on Baddies. Baddies Baltimore. I do. Okay? So then they talk about Theo. They tried to pronounce his name correctly. I still can't pronounce is it Themo? I don't know. Listen, Themo, I don't know. I don't get it. But Ashley said that she can't imagine Themo. She can't imagine Themo and Stacy being a little naughty. Ashley, are you serious? Are you fucking serious? I can't imagine you being naughty with Michael. And the one time I saw you put Michael in the blindfold and kiss him on camera, I damn near threw up.
You a nasty motherfucker.
I damn near threw up, but we know how you was trained up. Anything to get it from under that bridge with Sheila. Then again, Ashley, you will do anything walking because you go for men, women, and kids. And while Gizelle is running around saying Stacy can't be trusted around husband and children, on the sneak peek for the next episode, it came out that Ashley kissed Sharice's son, Jackson.
You a motherfucking liar. You knew that?
And she probably did something further. And I told y'all earlier this season, Ashley is moving like a predator. Ashley knew that boy when he was underage. And that is sick. It's sick. There is no limits to how low she will go. And everyone is just laughing about it in the group because it's Ashley. But if that was Stacy, it would be a different story. Right? If that was Angel, it would be a different story. It wouldn't be a laughing matter. Y'all will be trying to joke and haze her about it. It's different energy for different people when different people do stuff. It's different rules. It's different rules. And there needs to be outrage because it was a different story when it was the game and Evelyn, her daughter, Shanice. Because he knew her when she was training up, when Evelyn was training her up to be a builder whore. He knew her when she was underage too, when she was in training. He knew her when she was underage too. And he got backlash. Ashley knew Jackson when he was underage. That's the name of Sharice's son, Jackson. And listen, Ashley and Michael were married because they was both predators.
I said it. I'm not taking it back. I need you.
She didn't care about what he was doing behind the scenes because she was a predator her damn self. She was a predator her damn self. Every time you look up, if you want to kiss me, feel comfortable kissing me. You know what I'm saying? Anytime she get an opportunity, she is seizing the moment to put her tongue on these women.
You nasty.
Anytime she get the moment, the opportunity, she seizes it. Okay? And speaking of the sneak peek, Wendy, you are very nasty. Wendy, you are coming off very nasty. You have no empathy and consideration for Angel or anything that she's going through. So it's going to be real interesting to see if Wendy attends the reunion. And if any of the women have empathy and consideration for her and what she's going through. Because if it was me, baby, I will rip Wendy to shreds. I will rip Wendy to shreds. I think that Wendy, it'll be interesting to see because Karen set a precedent last season not coming to the reunion. But Wendy went to BravoCon. But see, I don't think that Wendy thought that this season was going to be edited the way that it was edited. And I think that she was able to make it to BravoCon without really having to answer any questions. But I do not think that she's going to go to the reunion. And if she shows up to the reunion, you know, I'll have to give my props off to the bitch. Because she showed up and she's sitting in a fire. No matter how she get read or not, she still showed up. She ain't running. But I don't think that every episode, there has been something with Wendy and money. Every episode. So but what I want to talk about is when she asked Jazzy to pay for her stuff, all of a sudden she was sick. But after Jazzy got through paying for the stuff, baby, it was a miracle. She was out here beating on drums and shit in Egypt.
You're fraud! You're fraud!
And so I don't know if we're going to have any empathy and consideration for Wendy at the reunion, being the way that she's treating Angel. Because no matter how y'all feel about it, Angel did have to move. She did move. Should they have been, you know, I do feel, and no shade, they was 2 hours late, but I could see if Angel was late to every event. This was the first event that she was late. Again, I don't understand y'all wanting the girl to show up so bad so y'all can mistreat her. Y'all just wanted her to be there so y'all can mistreat her. And then Theo left in the sneak peek, Theo left the Ponies and Potomac and Ponies event, whatever this bullshit was called. Theo left the event early, and Gizelle is saying, why are we tolerating that? Bitch, where's Sean Springs? Where's Sean Springs? I don't recall Jamal ever showing up to an event. Again, it's rules for thee and not me. It's rules for everybody else, but not y'all. At least Theo showed up. At least Theo showed up. I don't think that Gizelle ever brought a man to a group event. Sherman never came to a group event. Well, she brought the man that she was speed dating with last year. But that wasn't a real relationship. Why do y'all want the man there so y'all can talk shit about him? I don't understand that. Y'all want the man there so y'all can mistreat him?
I just don't get it.
Then I want to talk about, let's talk about Simone and Marriage to Medicine real quick before we go, okay? The Whitmores, okay? Simone and her family ended up going live. I found clips of it, but I can't find the entire live. If y'all can find the entire live, let me know, because you know I like to see everything from the rooter to the tutor, from the beginning to the end, okay? But Cecil said that after watching the episode, he felt like Camille. And I was shocked that Cecil knew who Camille was and what happened to Camille, okay? So he basically said that he felt like he didn't know Simone didn't want to be married to him. And it hurt him to hear her say that to the women. She said that she had expressed before that she didn't feel like that he had her back when it comes to the boys. And she has said that, and she also said it in the confessionals with Cecil. But to say that you don't want to be married, Simone, is a gut punch. And I feel like, you know, we're in a day and age where it's like drag these niggas. And to a certain degree, I get it. But men have feelings too. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I say. That's why I say that this is real reality TV. I love that Cecil was even vulnerable enough to even admit that his feelings were hurt. And I appreciate what Simone and her family are giving us, because it's real. Because it's real. And I feel like that Bravo artist sent Michael to law school, baby, because the Whitmores are giving it up. The Whitmores are giving it up.
Come on, give it up! Give it up! Give it up! Give it up! Give it up!
This is real reality TV. That shit that Heavenly them over there doing, that's not real reality TV. This right here ought to be respected. This right here with the Whitmores got social media on fire. Got social media on fire. And everybody's giving their opinions. And, you know, the opinions differ. We also found out that Miles ended up getting a Tesla. And when he said it, he almost said it like he was bragging. And Cecil and Simone told him to stop that. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get in trouble. Stop that. I feel like he knows what to do to get what he wants. Those are his parents. Simone is his mama. So he knows what to do to get what he wants. He knew that she was going to cry and fuss, but he knew she was going to cave in once it was all said and done. And listen, Simone can do what she want to do with her money. If she said no, I'm with her. If she agreed, I'm with her. You get what I'm saying? That's her money. right? And so I'm with her. You get what I'm saying? Who am I? Whatever she say, it's gonna be her pocket, but not mine. I can't do nothing for the nigga, baby. He too expensive for me. I can't help my nephew out in nothing. Can't help him with nothing, baby. On Watch What Happens Live, she said that Michael will be entering law school in the fall of 2026. Now on the live, the clip that I saw, he didn't say that she was paying for law school. He said that they was going to have to work something out. So, you know, hopefully Bravo throw him a little something. Depends on where he's going to law school at. Maybe they could start, what is it called? Next Gen ATL or wherever he's going to be going to law school at to help him fit the bill. Okay. But I did want to say this about Miles. I understand y'all calling Cecil and Miles bums. I get it with Cecil now and him not seeming like he bringing in as much as Simone is bringing in when it comes to money, if any. And Miles, I think that he's touching the head. I really do think that he's touching the head. And he wasted her money playing around up there at Howard, right? But I will never agree that Michael is a bum.
I don't give a fuck what y'all saying. I don't give a fuck what y'all saying at all.
I'm sorry. Michael is 21 or 22. Michael is a 21 or 22-year-old man. Okay. He don't got no baby mamas. He don't got no kids. He don't got no arrest and no felonies. Shout out to Damon Jr. Right? He graduated with his undergraduate degree on time, and he has ambitions on going to law school and graduating from law school. I would never agree or call that a bum. Is he entitled or spoiled? Sure, but that is not a bum. I'm sure he has a job, because when he told Simone that he wanted a new car, she was trying to see where he was at financially so he could make payments. So I'm pretty sure that he has a job. He just is not making enough to fund his lifestyle. But Simone raised him up that way. But he's not a bum. And also, I think that we have to be careful with that. He was raised that way. He's spoiled. He's entitled. He grew up with some privilege, you know. But I don't necessarily think that's a bum. He's trying to do everything the right way, and I think that should be commended. I do. But it just goes to show, you know, when you're around a group of people, let's just say you hang around a group of hoes, and you the one girl who the virgin. Everybody I hang with, I'm the virgin of the crew, and you know what I'm saying. So when we go somewhere, they be like, look at them hoes over there. Look at them hoes over there. That's how y'all doing, Michael. Because I have to know. Look, I ain't no hoe. I ain't never been had. I'm a virgin. You get what I'm saying? But, you know, I do think that we have to be careful when we calling Miles a bum, because I do think that he's trying to do everything the right way. He is entitled. He is spoiled, but I would never agree that man is a bum. I just would never agree with that. Right? Okay. But y'all, that's all I got right now. I am tired. I'm going to try to, I don't know if I got enough time. I am tired. You know, I feel like right now it's about to be a blessing, because I feel like I'm about to be knocked out by the time my head hit the pillow. I will be coming on later on today to go on Patreon. And then after that, I'm going to be going live. I'm supposed to be going live with Mims, Jamie, and Rodney. And so that should be later on in the afternoon. But before that, I will be going live on Patreon for all of my Garcelles and Alley Cats. But thank y'all so much for clicking on the video. Let me know what y'all think. You know, do y'all think that Angel is being hazed? Do y'all feel sorry for Angel? And do y'all think that Ashley is a predator? I think that Ashley is a predator. And I think that she is wrong than a motherfucker to be sitting up here calling Bobby, saying that Bobby got a bad temper. That is some nasty work. All right? But thank y'all so much for clicking on the video. Like the video, please. Hype the video up, y'all. Please, please, please. Don't have me begging. All right? And thank y'all so much for clicking on the video again. I appreciate the love and support, and I'll see y'all later. Adios.